This stinks, I assume. Winky face.
Hey audio, how's it going? Okay, nice. Okay, we're back. Just change my setup today a little bit. Awesome.
Hey homie. Goes okay, good to see you.
Hey. Nice. I hope the artist is going fine. Today I started adding a couple more details to this. Made this handrail stuff and started adding like a bunch of pipes, stuff like that. Let's see what else can we add. Yeah, yesterday I was a little tired, but today feeling much better. I'm working on my 1080 monitor, so performance is going to be a little bit nicer.
AHH cool. Did you edit the pipes in Unreal using the modeling tools?
No, these are from different packs. I need to send you the different packs I'm using. But this is something that I would love to make with PCG, like a cable tool and pipes tool. That would be super nice, just to be able to control them as much as possible. That will be very cool.
Oh, I meant the railing.
Yeah, the railing I edited on the modeling tools. This one didn't came.
I noticed a bend on the ramp.
Yeah, that didn't work out super nicely, but I was trying to make something that feels a little bit more like integrated, because the other one felt kind of like out of place. Yeah, I was checking the sci-fi jungle. Wow, it's amazing. Like, there's so much stuff in there. Definitely gonna use some of that. Some of that stuff here in the environment.
Our test went okay, but sadly on day 7 they contacted me and said they just did layoffs and have to reduce the potential role from full-time to a 7-month contract.
I see. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty common.
Yeah, I may do a world building fab kit bash portfolio piece.
Nice. Yeah, that's always nice. Let's see what can we find for here. Are these going to snap nicely?
Never did contract in 30 years.
Wow. I'm actually used to contract work. That's basically what I do, like 3 months, 6 months, 8 months, something like that. I actually never had like
This is looking great, by the way.
I appreciate it. I added a bunch of bevels, so now you get to see like these connections here and stuff like this. So you see like the different parts, the different connections in the pavement. That looks pretty nice. It's like like in real life you see like the blocks how they come together. Let me see. I'm having some issues with the music again, I guess.
I can't afford it now because of my mortgage and life. Think it would be too stressful.
Yeah, definitely. It's
Ha, was just going to ask about the bevels. That is done in Unreal.
Yes, yeah, I'm trying to do as much as possible in Unreal. Let's see if I can figure out a way. Is this part of this other one? Not sure. It's open that way and open this way. Is this supposed to be here? Not sure. This one is not closed.
If you make the models.
Hey, lighting, how's it going? I made the.
I gotta try the Unreal modeling again.
Yeah.
Seems to have come a long way the past 2 or 3 years.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Lots of companies asking for it.
Yeah, you can do a lot with the modeling tools. It's super cool. I did the concrete, well, the walls, the floor, this kind of stuff on the ground, this kind of like grill, the lights and the pipes and cables. They come from different
Doing good, how are you?
different asset packs. Very good, thankfully. Finally doing some streaming. I took yesterday I took the day off yesterday to rest a little bit. I started my new freelance job. Yesterday was like very chill, just setting up some stuff in the computer, and also today pretty chill. But I'm happy. Hopefully tomorrow I will start.
It looks like the sewer where Bane broke Batman's back in The Dark Knight.
Oh, I love that sewer. Let me see what's going on here. Let's fill this hole and maybe we can bevel
I'm
this.
in The Dark Knight.
Nice. I think that's one of my favorite superhero movies. Come on, use hardware decoding when available. For some reason, the music doesn't want to play in OBS. I think it's an issue with the files. When you move the files from one directory to the other, OBS gets kind of like freaks out. And there's this option called hardware decoding, and I think when I change that, it starts working for a little bit, but then it stops. Need to figure out what's the issue. Let's do a little bevel here, super small bevel, like 2, maybe 1. I think that's okay. Now this it's gonna touch here a little, so let's see if we can push this somewhere around here. Yeah, it will be super nice to have. That's a little bit too intense, I'll say. Let's make it smaller. I think maybe 0.5. Let's copy this location, paste it here, and then it looks a little bit nicer. Also, let's change the materials a little bit. I wanna use this one. Probably gonna get it here. Let's get it everywhere, actually. Here and here. I'm going to make a copy of this so I don't modify the original. I'm going to go to the UVs and go box, the proportional dimensions, reset. And I want the cables to look the same, so I'm gonna. Hey, how is it going, Surya? And I want the same material to be here, and maybe just there you go. These two are kind of nice. Oh no, the music. Let me try it one more time with another playlist. This is I changed the file and it plays the one that is behind. It's super strange. I need to research what's going on with my OBS.
I am good, bro. So are you going to end up making your own game, or are you still working on Imperium?
I'm still part of the Imperium team. I'm just taking a break from it. I do want to continue. It's just that I got a little stuck with the blockout and stuff. Kind of wanna take a break from that, just to do something of my own. But absolutely, I would love to continue. I really like the project. It's just that yeah, not really sure how to how to put it, but I was not really sure of what to do with the blockout, so it's kind of nice to take a break and come back a little bit later. Let's make the scale of this, not the rotation, just the scale, and let's reset the UVs. Mainly right now I'm waiting for the character to have the animations and stuff, so I can like really test the the blockout I'm making and stuff. Select asset action, select all actors using this asset. and I wanna see this one. I made it too small because I baked it, so reset to 1. There you go. Okay, now I can modify this. So yeah, that's the thing. But yeah, I think Imperium is gonna be a super nice game. I really want to see how the animations and all the things come together. Okay, cool. So we have this. And I'm going to take a different approach for the blockout. Oh my god, the music, no. Don't tell me that today is gonna be one of those days. Okay, let's take the use hardware decoding when available off. And let's see if it plays. I know the files are good because I can reproduce them, but I think I'm going to maybe reinstall OBS, or I don't know. Don't know what's the best solution for that. Here we should probably have let's try this one. I think I like this one better. Let's see. Here it will be very nice to start flipping these cables a little bit, like this. And I mean, I can snap them to something different, like maybe 5 degrees, so we get different variations on each segment. I was playing Warhammer 40k, and I realized that I forgot about this aspect about video games. Actually, the players, they walk very fast through the level. They really walk fast. Like sometimes, like, you know, you spend so much time just making a little corner of the environment, and it's like the player's just going to fly through all of this. So I'm starting to think about environments a little bit differently. Like, how can I just reuse as much as possible to create the illusion of detail, and then come back and add variation on top. Enough variation so if you stop for a little bit, it's like, okay, for example, here all the pipes are the same, all the lights, everything is repeated, even the textures are repeated. So I'm thinking like how I'm going to break that. But it's also nice to see how much can I use the same assets over and over until it's like just too much. Like when you get to a point where it's like, oh no, this looks way too repetitive. We need some decals, or we need some variation. Because I have this super cool foliage, the sci-fi foliage, that I would love to add to break some of this repetition.
I solved the characters from running too fast by not giving them a sprint but a jog.
Oh, nice. because there's also this feeling of, for example, in 40k Warhammer, at least for me, when you start making combos and start getting the parries and start like getting into the mood, you kind of want to go faster and faster and faster, and it's kind of like, I think now I understand speedrunners, they get like this kind of like adrenaline boost kind of thing, where they just want to like complete the thing as fast as possible. So it's kind of funny that I think yeah, modularity is the answer, you know, like reusing as much as possible what you have and then adding some variation on top of it. And you can see that a little bit in Warhammer as well, in the environments. I haven't finished the game yet, but you see like the same assets used over and over and over, and it's very cool how it still feels like interesting, right? But you get to see like the same foliage, the same plants, the same kind of like layout. So it's very very interesting stuff, and I wanna play with some of that in these sewers. Also, I was looking at the PCG graphs for the sci-fi jungle, the latest pack that Unreal.
Space Marine has crazy repurposing in the architectural brief less too.
Absolutely, yeah. And yeah, it's just like beautiful how everything looks in that game. Like, wow, that's impressive. It's funny, I got killed so many times today. I was like, no. I'm so bad at games. I need to play more. Okay, so we have these cool cables here, and now I would like to make these boxes a little bit bigger. So let's go Control B, Control D, and let's make them bigger on X. I'm gonna make these 2 and different instance, and these ones are going to be 2 in size. So this one I'm going to bake X form, bake transform, only the scale right here, and then I'm going to reset the other one, which was already one. Okay, perfect. So these ones I'm gonna move a little bit, and I think that maybe a little bit more, 1.1, 1.25, that's nice. So we can have cables going into the other direction. Maybe 1.5 is okay. Then bake.
Hey Waving Hand, if you were to make a roller skates game, how would you make player jumps on ramp?
Hey, how's it going? That's a great question. I'm more of an environment artist, but there's not really sure. Not really sure what the best approach for that is. Maybe maybe it's something that you can activate with a trigger box and a special key, because you want that to happen on a specific area of the map. Probably that's...
Oh yeah, love your environment, smiling face with smiling eyes.
I appreciate it. Yeah, for example, I have this thing where my character was able to mantle only on a specific geometry, but I modified it so now it's able to mantle everywhere. And sometimes I get very weird situations where it doesn't want to mantle because it's not the right height. For example, here, let's see if it does want to mantle. It's funny, when I wanted to mantle it doesn't. There you go, it mantles there, but sometimes it doesn't. So for a skateboarding game, I guess you will use trigger boxes and specific keys to trigger specific commands, which will trigger specific animations to that single area. But again, you want to have control over the tricks and control over the movement, right? So I think that's a great question. I'm not really sure how skating games do that, and actually I do like skating games a lot. It's been a long time since I don't play skating games. So, for example, if I would like to get this robot and finish him with a specific move, I should probably...
I am using a trigger box and launch character node to make an effect of ramp jump.
Effect of ramp jump. That's very nice. Yeah, and then it comes to the... I guess you can trigger the jump, and when the skateboard is on top of the ramp, then you have control over the character again. So it gives you the illusion of like, okay, we made the jump, we are on top of it, and now I can ollie or flip or keep the balance of the thing. So that's pretty cool. Actually, I would like to learn more about skating games. That'll be very nice. Actually, I like this. Probably Tony Hawk. Like I used to play that for PlayStation 1, I think it was. That was very nice. It will be very cool to add some stuff like that here. Okay, this probably needs to be a little bigger if I want to get these cables. Oh, nice. Yeah, in this sci-fi universe, I'm not really sure how. I think that has to do with your browser settings, because I don't have autocorrect. I would like to have it because I don't really spell that well, which is kind of funny. Okay, let's go to modeling and bake these. Just the scale, bloop. And then I would like to get these ones on the other side. For example, this thing I'm making here, it could be easily done with PCG. The only problem is that when you get to the end of this, and for example, the rotation can also be set up with PCG, so it gets a random rotation on the cable with a PCG spline. I would really like to sit down and make some tubes, some like pipes and cables with PCG, so they follow the geometry. That'll be very interesting. Some tools like that. Okay, let's see. Also, I would like to add water to the sewer. I haven't done much water in Unreal. I'm wondering what is the best solution for water. Maybe just a plane with a text with a specific material. Also, I'm waiting for the developer of this template to let me know how to change the NPC destroy actor. So when I actually kill the NPC, so it disappears immediately, or ragdolls, because now it just stays there for 3 seconds and then disappears, which is very, very strange. For example, here, oh, I see it. Oh, okay, I see how this geometry works. This one needs to go here. And this one goes there. Okay. So today I wanna just have some fun with details and see how things could look like. You see, we have this issue where the cable is a little bit bigger than what we actually need. So we can probably cheat a little bit and make it like this, as long as it does not have any like very specific textures. We can make it like that. Yeah. And this cable is maybe a little bit too close to the edge. Maybe I can move it a little. A little bit more like this. That's a little nicer. And these two also I'm gonna push a little bit here, and we can probably make them smaller. Stars. I need some cables for this thing. I would like to have it connected somehow. And these cables here and here, they just look very repetitive. It looks like some kind of like Christmas decoration or something. Definitely doesn't work that well. I do have a bunch of different cables. I forgot ones that I actually modified here. Okay, let's get some of the water. Let's see what can we do with the water. I know I have some interesting water in one of these asset packs. Let me see. I think somewhere here. I really like how this building is coming together. On this one, I know we have some water. Let's go level edit. So we get this selection, and here I should be able to find we got rocks, procedural static mesh. Not sure what that is. Lamps. Okay, we have grass, dirt piles, decal planes. Oh, they also have some very cool decals. Cliffs. Is it on materials? Let me see if I can find some of these puddles. Okay. Wet toxic material instance. Is this the one I'm looking for? Let's see. Okay. Let's go back to... Oh, this is unloaded. This place. Oh, I want to work on that place. But let's see if that works. I want to get a plane. Just gonna copy this name. Which is called a rectangle here in the modeling tools, and I want to test if this material is what I think it is. Oh no, it's a decal, which is kind of nice, but let's try to step away from decals for now, because they're very expensive. Water plane. Okay, I think I found it. Let's see. Is this... We have material instance. I think this is the one. Oh, let's see. Okay, it recognizes the edges. That's kind of cool. We got the waves and wave instance. I guess this is the one. Material waves. We got the waves, but it's transparent. So don't tell me that I need to combine these two. Okay, that's a little bit too radioactive. Let's see if we can give it waves.
Can we watch Skibidi Toilet?
Skibidi toilet. We are in the Skibidi toilet layer. Here is a how do you say it? This is the house of the Skibidi toilet. I guess the material is too emissive. Let's see if we can change the emissive stuff. Okay, I remember this material was a little complex. We have bubble scale, that's nice. Diffuse gradient distance, dirt puddle UVs distortion, dirt puddle distortion, dirt puddle opacity. Okay, let's check the opacity. I don't think this is the one, but oh, okay, I'm getting something, but definitely not what I needed. This looks absolutely radioactive. What I want is the let's check, maybe IOR. That's how it reflects the light, and I don't think this is it. Moss roughness, opacity, opacity shore, pan speed, short distance. Okay, texture size, shore color, shore foam texture, dirt puddle, diffuse multiplier. Is this the one? That will make it a little darker. Huh, doesn't seem like it. Additive power opacity. Is this the one? Okay. Okay, in that case, let's go back to the master. And see if we can change the emissive. Oh, there's no emissive there. Oh, wow. Oof. Okay, this is super complex. It has no emissive color. Hey, how's it going? I'm trying to figure out this water material for this sewer system. It's super shiny, and I'm not sure is it because it's small? I'm not able to find the opacity, the emissive from this. I know I can make it look super nice, it's just a matter of finding that. Water gradient, shore opacity distance.
Lower the emission.
Yeah, I was looking Hey Henry, how's it going? I was looking at the emission, but we don't have emission. We have opacity shore, and I guess that's the one I need to play with. I think that's a sweet spot right there. Opacity shore. Oh, I need to be very careful with these values. They're very delicate. I think that's good. Yeah. A bubble scale. Can we make the bubbles bigger? Before modifying these values, it's kinda nice to just copy the original one. And then you can play a little bit with it, because this one doesn't seem to do much. The dirty puddle distortion. Let's see what this one does. Okay, it causes this kind of like different things, these different variations in color. I think I like it like this. Foam scale. Let's see. Oh, nice. Okay, this one is very clear. I think it was okay. Gradient map scale. What is this? Not sure. Height map UV scale. Is this for the waves?
Sometimes I Google for reference.
Oh yeah, definitely. I have this very specific kind of like, I don't know, like toxic water material from this modular sci-fi pack that Unreal gave away. I mean, Epic Games gave away a while ago, and I'm figuring out what can I do with it. We have a lot of, we can change the colors, but what I wanna figure out is how to make it wavy. I wanna give it a little bit of movement, just a tiny bit more. Height UV scale. I don't think that's the one. The thing is that we have another material that is called waves, which is separate. So, for example, if I throw it here,
Yet currently too flat.
it starts moving a little, but
Looks like just a plane with some material.
yeah. And water waves.
Maybe if you add a normal map. Waves.
Yeah, this wave material has a normal map. So why don't we just copy that into the other master and see if we can get some of that stuff. It has refraction, IOR, normal. Yeah, let's just copy this whole thing. Let me set 2 pins so I remember where to connect stuff. I'm not sure why is this separated. Maybe this material was meant to be used under like sci-fi stuff, under sci-fi panels, so it doesn't have waves. But let's, hey, how's it going, Bruno? Normal, refraction. Okay, let's copy this into the water plane. Oh, it does have normal, and
Looks like a Half-Life level LOL.
Nice. Let me see if I can paste this here. And I'm gonna get these 2 pins. So let me make another 2 pins in normal. Let me see. Okay, there you go. Make now, and refraction. There you go. Then Alt to separate, then normal to normal, refraction to refraction. Let me just double check if this is the normal pin. Yes, refraction pin. Okay, let's see what happens if I go accept. Okay, now it's doing something. Not exactly what I wanted. This is the IOR. Okay, the normal world position. Okay, the normal wave.
Going the wrong direction, LOL. I think for UE5 you gotta flip the normal map.
Wave scale. Okay. I don't want to pan like this. This is the panner, Okay, so the panner, we can change the color. What happens if we make it green? Okay. Red. Okay, green is good. It's going to the right direction at least.
Try double clicking the normal map to open it up, and then in the search bar, search for flip.
No, I think there's something going on because the normal was working with the other material. Let me see what's going on here. Blend angle corrected normals. So it seems that because what happens if I just connect this directly to the normal without going to that filter?
It's for the normal map, not for the direction to add depth. Just saying though.
Yeah, let me try it here. If I go directly like that. Oh, it's a texture object. Okay, it doesn't like to be connected like this. Okay, let's bring it back a little bit. Let's bring it back. Okay. wave gradient. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, that's how strong the.
It'd be cool if you could add caustics on the ceiling, tongue sticking out.
What I really want to figure out is the normal flattening. I don't want to flatten this. Okay. I do want to get. Let's see. The speed is the panner speed is this red color. Let's try yellow, green, okay, well, not like that. It's funny that the speed works with a color. What I want to figure out is the normal, because I have this other material that comes from the same pack, and it does have the waves. I want to add the waves. Let's try disconnecting this. Okay, no, it doesn't want to. Okay. Waves coordinate scale. Is this just the size of the map? It's just the size. It goes to world position, but what if we put it in normal? No, it needs to go back to world position. Wave amplitude. Nope. Nope. Wave speed, absolute world position, distance divider, normal flattering, wave gradient. Hey.
Just for testing, open the normal map and in the search bar type flip and enable flip green channel. I mean, if you want to try.
Yeah, let me try that. Let me try that thing. So I'm gonna get water plane. Let's find this normal texture in the content browser, and you said flip on the green channel. Flip green channel check.
If it doesn't look good, then disable that.
Oh, it does flip it. Yeah, it does it's flipped already. This goes in and this goes out. I think this is better. Let's leave it on check. The issue is that this is the master material and I'm playing with the plain instance. So wave amplitude.
You see how the waves look sharper.
Yeah, now they're going out and not in. So we did flip the normal, but I want them to wave gradient. I want this line to move. And to get that line to move, this needs to have the how do you call that thing that moves the foliage? The world position offset.
What you trying to do?
Get the water to move like.
Then that's not gonna work. Cause that's just a plane with some material.
World position offset. I know foliage moves with the world position offset. We need to get something connected to the world.
Fluid flux, it's a good option, but it's expensive.
I do have access to that. We are using that in Imperium, the other project.
Why not a lake or river body of water?
Yeah, I could just use the Unreal water.
Yeah, bro, you have to have Painter and enable that to the birds.
You have to have Panner and enable that to the verts. Let's see if I connect this here. Okay. Oh wait.
So I agree, use Unreal water and change color easy salty on gray point.
Wait. This is not going to move anywhere because it's a plane. It has no topology. Let me just try something out super quick. If not, we're gonna use Unreal water. There's actually no vertices at all here. So let's go to modeling tools. Is it mesh? Remesh? Let's remesh this. But before remeshing, let's bake this. Scale. Let's scale this a little bit. Let's find this point.
Geometry for it to move, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm realizing. Like, okay, we need some vertices to actually move this around. Okay, so let's bake this. Scale. And then I'm going to remesh it. Now we have a bunch of triangles. Is it moving? Let's accept first. Okay, now I'm going back to the material. And let's connect the world position offset from here. I feel like it's moving a little bit. Let me try another connection. I think it's moving. Yeah. It seems like... Yep, it's moving a tiny little bit. The question is... how can I make it stronger?
Nice.
It's just a little bit... wave amplitude. No, it's just visual stuff. Wave coordinate scale, wave gradient, wave scale. Oh, again, it's just a texture. Let's leave that there. Okay, let's see if we can add just a multiplier node to see if we can make this a little bigger. I haven't worked on materials in a long time. No, I want this here. World position offset. What if we go like... Okay, we're getting something. Okay, I went too hard. One. One is default. I mean, let's go 2. Is 2 too much? Doesn't seem to be too much. Let's go 10. 10 is probably a good value. Okay, now it's moving a little bit. It looks pretty low poly. For a sewer, it kind of works. It's just the edges are getting out of the geometry. We don't really want that. So, and maybe we need a little bit more polys. Yeah, I remembered a little bit how things work. I think that's kind of cool. Let's just go back to geometry. I mean, modeling tools, remesh, and let's just go a little bit more crazy with topology. Let's go 10,000 trees. Okay. Well, now we can play with color and stuff. Oh, and that's kind of cool. Okay, does this respect the thing? No, it's just always going to go to the same direction, no matter. It's a world position.
More shiny.
Oh yeah. Awesome, thank you guys, I appreciate it. Let's get the color. So, okay, we don't need the waves. We don't need these. This is the master. Let's get the instance. Okay, so color. Let's get some opacity on this, which is the emissive. Okay, now it looks like radioactive stuff. Maybe let's just play with the color. Okay, what happens if I go here? Doesn't change. In here. Okay, now I'm getting another color. Let's go.
Holy shit.
This looks like some radioactive stuff. This looks too pallid. I'm totally agree. We need to give it a little bit more saturation. But not sure if I want it green. No, it looks too cliche. Let's actually just give it saturation, not so much. And let's go to the other gradient. Let's give it a little saturation. This one doesn't seem to work too much. Okay. It looks kind of strange, actually. What if we go green? Okay. What if we go green with this other one? Something around there. Okay, I think it looks pretty toxic. This.
You can get a good reference if you search on YouTube. What is under the water of the Chernobyl reactor?
I've seen a couple of videos. Yeah, right now I'm not really trying to follow a specific reference. I'm trying to see what. Okay, what is under the reactor?
Minute asterisk.
Is this about the still water? Let me check. Oh yeah, I've seen this video for sure. I've seen this video. You shouldn't be touching that water. That's a bad idea. Very bad idea. Oh my god. That's not very good. It looks kind of greenish. It's crazy. And like murky and kind of like lake water, but damn, that's a very bad idea. Shore color. Okay, let's see. Yeah, modifying the watercolor, it's always difficult because we have so many. I mean, this material has so many different sliders. This looks too cartoony. I feel like I'm making it worse. I do like the separation of color like this, but we need to find something different. And now the normals look again like flipped, I guess.
Nah, dude, it was looking better.
I'm not sure. Let me flip the normal again because it's looking strange for some reason. Flip green
Yellow right there.
channel. Oh, for some reason now it doesn't wanna. Huh, now it looks like some bubbles, but I want it to look different. Too yellow right there. Yes, I believe it's too yellow. Additive power opacity. What is this? Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, let's take some of that opacity off. Color gradient. Let's. Okay. Oh, short color. I think I found it. There you go. The short color is the one that has the most strength. The short color is the one that is actually making the most amount of changes. I want something greener.
Can you Google search a water normal map and try? I don't know, bro, you do whatever, just trying to help. I'm currently Monterla 17th logbook.
Nice. Water normal map and try. It is not the normal, it is the material configuration. I did something to the material configuration. There's something in the nodes that I messed up. That's why the normal looks kind of strange. Now this looks crazy toxic. Oh, it's just the angle, I guess. You see, now it looks kind of fine. Very strange. I want to be to make it. Let's see. That's what I want. That's what I want. I don't want this saturation. I wanted to make it transparent and darker. Yes, like this. Less. Something like that. And also this one, it needs to be darker. There you go, there you go. Something like that. That feels a little bit more believable. This green is too crazy saturated. There you go. I do want variation in the water, but not super saturated. Something like that. Something like this. Okay, cool. I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with this. The foam color is not right. Foam texture right there.
Add some marls floating, LOL.
Oh, I would love to add some stuff floating. That would be amazing.
Some dead guy with the hazmat suit too.
That would be nice.
LOL.
A short color. Foam. The foam color doesn't seem to change much. Texture size. Short color. Okay, short color. Okay, there's one green that I'm not very happy with. Okay. Okay, okay. Maybe too transparent and too white. Maybe we can give it a little bit. The foam color. Okay, foam scale. Foam scale. Let me just copy this value, make it smaller, 1000. There you go. There you go. That's what I wanted. The foam was too much. Okay, okay, okay. Also, this green, it's a little bit too much. Is that shore? That's the shore color. Let's see if we can make it. Oh. Something like that. Okay, well, it took some time, but okay, let's make this a little bit. It's a triplanar texture, so it doesn't matter if I scale the plane a little bit. Nice. Okay, now I wanna try what happens if I go 30 with the world position offset? Okay, it starts to break. 20. No, too much. That's probably the most we can do with that amount of geometry. So let's give it a little bit more. No, it's still breaking. Let's change the material. Yeah, let's bring it back to 10.
Que relación escuchar los grillos de fondo, bro.
Grillos de fondo. Gracias. We're having some issues with the world position offset. For sure, we are having some issues. Let me just try giving it more. It's breaking too much. Okay, I'm gonna add, just gonna go crazy with this and see if that's gonna help. No, it doesn't seem to help. It's not the amount of polys that I have.
No te igual vuelvas loco con las olas porque recuerda que las olas las genera el viento eso quiere decir que hay mucho viento alias y las exageras jaja.
Sí, tiene razón. El agua debería estar súper tranquilita. Yeah, the water shouldn't move much. So I think that's kind of nice. We can actually make it move slower. That will be nice. I just wanted to break that straight line that looked like very strange. Let's make the waves move a little slower, which is the pan speed. That I actually not sure how to modify, because it's just a color. Let's see. I think it's going slower. It's the red channel. Oh no, it's the direction. It's kind of strange. 0.5. Okay, I'm happy with this. Alright, I can spend the rest of the stream just playing with water, but we got something. We got something. Pretty happy. Nice. Okay,
I think the way you had them were fine.
Yeah. I wanted to make them a little slower, but I think it's okay. Gonna leave it there. Let's see how it looks from the player perspective. Nice. Water is always cool. Definitely. Okay. We cannot. I need to take the collision out and make the splashes. That will be super cool. These androids are deadly. Ouch. So, collision. Let's take the collision out. The grenades here work a little different. I need to kind of like select the weapon, I mean the grenade, and then I can throw it. Okay, I got hit by it. Oh crap.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going? The camera jumps too much with these melee combos. Can't wait to add some sound to this for the enemies. Did I? These robots are so thin I cannot shoot them. Okay, cool. Nice. I love that I can... Hey, good morning. I love that I can see through the water and it changes what it's underneath. That's amazing. That's very cool. The character cannot actually, the camera cannot go below, so that's great. We don't need to have that post-process underwater effect, so that's amazing. It works. And I can go underneath here. That's okay. We do need the post-process effect, so the camera can go like this. So you can see actually underwater. That's super cool. Okay, we got some kind of water, not the best, but something at least something working. Okay. I need to get all the physical materials, so actually the bullets react with the environment and the water. Also the water splashes for the feet. That'll be super cool. That's what I wanna kind of like. This is kind of like the main purpose of this project, just like make the environment feel as interactable as possible. I've never done that with an environment in Unreal. I've been just focusing on like visuals, but now I kind of want to focus on make it interactable. Actually, it looks kind of nice. The edges a little sharp sometimes, but it's okay. No, don't want to add more topology. I mean, polygons to this. I mean triangles. Okay, cool. We could probably make this a little darker. I think these lights that I have here on the top, I think they are a little bit too bright. Let's find out. This is it's just emissive. It's kind of interesting. Let's go half the amount. Okay. I think that's kind of cool. What if we put in a little less? I think that's good. I made them a little bit big, so that's why the intensity. Okay, we got something. We got some light leakage from from Lumen, because we are in the middle of the desert and there's too much light. But we can always just add a little plane. I deactivated some stuff with the data layers, trying to use more data layers so I can keep things more organized and just hide stuff when I'm not working on it. Yeah, these normal maps look very strange. From here it looks perfect. From here it looks flipped. From maybe not this angle, but this angle. That's the problem with the normals. Sometimes you get the illusion that you can see them like flipped, but they're depending on the angle you're looking at them. Okay, well, made it a little darker, maybe too dark. Thinking we could probably add another one. That's a nice gradient from dark to light. Let's respect the space, which was, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hide a gnome somewhere. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna have some stuff hidden. And here I'm gonna push it a little bit more. It feels a little bit more centered. Nice. That looks kind of cool. Very shiny, bright, almost burnt here, and then that's a nice, interesting gradient. Don't want to keep it too dark, cause then it's kind of hard to see what's going on. Okay, nice. Actually, yeah, let's bring this up, the light a little bit more, like.
What's your game? I'll wish listed if you put a gnome in it.
Well, this is not actually a game. It's more it's an environment that I'm working on. Just trying to have fun. Trying to make a functional environment. So it does have some functionality. I'm using a template that has some enemies and some cool stuff. So I'm trying to build a game environment that is actually as interactable as possible. So I want to add like VFX, like flickering lights and steam and moving ventilators and sounds and stuff like that. Jesus, these guys are super heavy. I should have had. I should probably just add one of them because they're tough. And this is like an RPG template, so I should probably have some helmet and an armor, because without the armor I think they hit way harder.
Cool stuff.
I appreciate it. And I have this other NPC. Yeah, I should probably not give them weapons because they are too intense. I have this other NPC that it's a little bit easier because I have two. This is like medium, and there's the easy mode. This is the other NPC, this little insectoid right here, super cool little guy that I think I'm gonna make I need to make a weapon for this guy because it has like a pistol and it doesn't look very very nice. Also the aiming animations, the hands are not matching very nicely.
Gotta go. Police are here.
All right, take care. Good luck with that. Yeah, this guy is way easier. Like each.
Are you still working on that desert?
Yes, this is part of the desert. Jesus, it has an explosive. Yes, the desert is right here. It's part of the environment. We have the desert town. We have the center of kind of like a hangar, kind of like ship.
Looks neat.
I appreciate it. We have this other house right here that has like some stuff inside. Oh, kind of need to make some little. I need to put some cameras and make some short, kind of like, camera. How do you call this? Some little videos to showcase this, maybe for the shorts of YouTube. That'll be nice. I need to do more of that for.
Very cool.
I appreciate it. Also, I have some walls for the desert. I have some walls outside the city. Let me see if I can jump over to the other side right here. Let's up. I want to run. Okay. Up here, and we can go up somewhere here. This is the tallest point. So I have these walls here that kind of like surround the town, and have that windmill kind of thing. And let's see, we have these other alien ruins. Where is it? We have a diner as well, for the but that's super cool. This prop took me a long time. Yeah, this environment, it's like the sci-fi edition, but this is supposed to be a 60s American diner. This one I'm gonna put in the marketplace. I worked on this for too long, but the original version. This is like the sci-fi version. This is specific to this project. Let's see, and we have some alien ruins. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, and now I'm working on the sewer system because I want to this whole map. For example, this is a desert, right? But I want half of the map to be desert and half of the map to be a swamp. So I want to connect both of them. Let me load these other layers. So we have this wall here. This is just the template stuff. I'm gonna hide that. So I'm making this sewer system that connects this town with the jungle area. And in the jungle area, I want to have like a, it's not a jungle, I want to make a swamp. And in the swamp, I want this kind of like gradient from desert to swamp. So that's what I'm working on right now, making a cool transition. Where is it? So I'm making these modules. Oops, this is going to be an I shape that connects to these pipes, and then connects to these like cross shapes, and then hey, how's it going? And then with this you should be able to go from one position to the other. I mean, from one environment to the other. So this is it looks like totally different from what I had before, but that's what I'm trying to achieve, like some kind of like transition between two biomes. It's gonna look very cool. Like the more you go into it, like you will start looking. You will start seeing less desert and more swamp. I want to make that transition like very very slowly. And also it's a big contrast between the heavy sun from the desert to something more dark and humid like the swamp area. Oh, okay, I got killed by this robot. These robots are very intense. I need to focus too much to get them defeated. So I added some water, some like kind of like sewer water. Probably I'm gonna make it toxic. Yeah, I wanna work on the enemies, add some sound and some stuff. That'll be very cool. Okay, let's see what we got.
Do you use Blender?
I've done some stuff in Blender. I think it's super cool. It's a super cool software. But lately I've been just using Unreal. I also know Maya. That's probably the first 3D program I learned, so I feel a little bit more comfortable in Maya. But Blender, it's absolutely amazing for sure. I think the modeling tools in Blender, the geometry nodes, just the rendering, and a lot of things it's just getting very good. Okay, I think now it's time to have some fun and add some foliage to the sewer system. Since we are in a sci-fi environment, let's add some sci-fi stuff to this. That will make it look very, very cool. Okay, I'm going to hide this so we can get some light. And let's add some stuff. I was thinking, should we add handrails here? Maybe not. Maybe just leave it. Maybe I will just leave it like this, but I would like some handrails maybe here, just to add more stuff to this. The cables and stuff, I do need to change these for other cables I have to add more variation. It looks very, very repetitive. But yeah, let's have some fun with the foliage. And yeah, probably let's just work with the original lighting so we get a better idea of how things might look. Let's see if I can find my sci-fi foliage. Valley Village.
Can give me some tips for reduced topology in Blender or Unreal Engine, because I have some bus model for my game, but it has more than 80k triangle and I don't want to crash my game.
Yeah, for sure. Do I have modular reference? Do I have these images here? Okay, this is a great example of topology for video games. You see, here, this is a plane, right? Let me show you. This is a plane. So in this plane, there's no change in shape. It's just flat. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points, vertices. So instead of just, making this a bunch of, geometry, a bunch of faces, we can tri-fan this. Some people call it like this. So we send all these points to the next corner. You see? As long as the surface is flat, you won't have problems here. And you're saving a lot of extra polys. This is one way to do it manually. And that's you see this everywhere. Like, basically, they send things to one point. And that's how you save topology for in video games. It's way harder than it seems, because it requires practice. But in Unreal Engine, in the modeling tools, there is a couple of things you can do, which are super cool. Let me see if I can show you. These are a little bit of more, like, let's say, kind of like quick solutions that are probably not the best, but it can definitely save you a lot of topology. For example, like if I have a cube and I go to remesh, Xform, mesh remesh, and I add a lot of topology to this, like a lot, right? And you see, it's just a cube. We have 6 faces. So what's the deal? Like, why do I need so many trees in there? So we go to simplify in the modeling tools, mesh, simplify, and this is gonna make it so we have less. You see, we can even go less until, you see, it kind of collapses. But this is what I'm saying, like, you see, all the points go to one point here because the shape is flat. You don't really have any change in the shape. You can like make this stuff. You do want to keep your topology consistent and stuff, but this is a trick that is used for like flat surfaces, let's say. And also in Unreal Engine you have the auto LOD feature, which is gonna create like lower levels of detail of your meshes under the MISC tab in the modeling tools, which is super nice. Like, you can get your meshes to go to have way less topology. Again, like, the proper way to do this is by hand, using Blender and just thinking about the topology. Where can I take vertices off? I mean edges off, so I keep the shape as consistent as possible, but reduce the amount of polys. It's more of a manual job. Topology, it's something that takes some practice to understand, and it requires, for sure. It's very specific to what you are trying to do. For example, like for characters, there's very specific topology for animation, for things to deform properly. So in that case, I suggest just downloading a model with proper topology, maybe from ZBrush, or maybe from like a ready to animate model, and you will see how the topology, it's what good topology looks like. Yeah, it depends on what you're trying to simplify. If it is a character, I mean, one technique that people do a lot is just get a base mesh with proper topology and modify that base mesh with sculpting tools. So you don't modify the topology, just the shape, and you will keep the loops and all the points right. If it is like an static mesh, you can get away with a lot of other tricks, way faster tricks. There's also the Z-remesher in ZBrush, which you can get some decent results for static meshes. It gets complicated, for sure. Like, it's not so straightforward, especially for characters. For environments and static meshes, you can get away with a lot of stuff. There's also another tool in Maya to make topology, which is super nice. I think Blender has something like that, like quad draw. You can draw the quads on top of a surface, so you can do manual retopology like that. But definitely something to take in consideration. And also just look at examples. Look at examples, because for example, the God of War Kratos, the main character, it has a lot of polys, like a lot.
For me, typing is hard. Can you come to Discord, bro?
Right now I'm streaming, but definitely we can talk some other time. It's a little late. I'm going to just do some foliage right now. I play some stuff, and definitely we can talk a little later. Another day that I stream a little earlier because it's a little late already. It's 10 p.m. and I need to wake up early tomorrow. So I'm gonna go for maybe half an hour or something, just doing some foliage
Okay, bro.
placement. But definitely I appreciate it, man. Like we can definitely have a Discord call off stream because it's a little hard to stream and have a conversation to focus on both. All right, so let's see what can we place here.
9:30 a.m. in my country, I can understand.
Yeah, I will definitely do it. It's just that I started a freelance. The latest my latest employer.
What's it?
Hey Adam, how's it going? Um, the the office that I used to work for called me and they got me a freelance job for 2 weeks. So I'm waking up at 7 a.m. and working from 8 to 5. So tomorrow is gonna I need to wake up early tomorrow. So I will probably go for maybe half an hour more and then try to go to sleep. I'm changing like schedule, so it's kind of hard to go to sleep. I mean this early. I used to go way later. Let me see what props fit good in here, because I do want to add some props. I got this sci-fi jungle. These are some very cool props. Look at this stuff. I want to see what looks nice, what combines good, and then we can make it.
Good luck for the job, beaming face with smiling eyes.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm very excited. It's been 2 days already. The first day was like kind of like getting my computer set up and downloading bunch of stuff. And today I had a call, and tomorrow I should start with the project. I'm making a little environment. I thought I was going to work with rendering cars, but they got a different project for me, so that's kind of fun. What is this? Okay, no, we don't want that. Oops, sorry. My microphone just fell down. Oh my god. I think the mushrooms are the ones that we can use here. Make sense. Mushrooms like to grow in very humid environments. This glow, wow, this is some cool props. Okay, these are nice. This is some Last of Us vibes. Love the glowing mushrooms. Okay, and we have some coral like stuff, which looks amazing. Whoa, okay, that's huge. That's amazing. Okay, these are trees. Okay, let me choose what we can use. This is perfect. Wow, this looks kind of like disgusting, but cool. Okay. And that's it. I think the other props are a little bit too big, and a little bit too jungly. So I guess we're gonna go with these for now. Okay, definitely these are too big. Definitely gonna use them for another place. These ones I really like, but also I'm not sure about them. No, let's keep the mushrooms. I like these ones. They look very cool. This actually look like some stuff. They look like the Space Marine kind of like environments. We have the green ones. We have these ones. Let me see. Now we have too much stuff. I don't want to mix things too much. So we have too much green. Let's get rid of the green. Let's go and use reds and yellows. Okay, don't want to go too crazy with my foliage. Want to keep it like this. These red ones, I feel like they're a little bit too intense. They move too much.
Hammerhead's beaming face with smiling eyes.
Yeah, yeah. I was playing Warhammer today. I got killed so many times. There's this kind of like enemy that goes invisible, like some kind of like raptor. Is that how you call the alien? Like the predator. I think I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. You know, an alien that goes invisible. I'm like, no. Yeah, these red ones, they are too bright. We can modify them and stuff, but I think I'm gonna take them out. I think this is the ones that I'm gonna use. And these ones, I like them, but let's take the glow off. Let's just keep these ones, which look very kind of like I don't know how to say it, but they look like
The one that we fight on the swamp yak.
Yeah, on the swamp environment. That one I tried it like 3 times and died. I need to get I need to practice a little bit more. Totally forgot how to all the keys and stuff. I was playing with a controller. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's probably too much. Let's even simplify this a little bit more. Let's take this one out. Let's just keep the red ones. Orange, like purple and orange. I think it goes well with this background. Okay. Let's save. And I'm going to go to foliage. And I'm gonna add these ones. Okay, so I guess I need to look for this and then go to foliage, drop it right there, then I need to select this other one. Yeah, when I'm painting foliage, I don't really want to add too much stuff, because when you add too much stuff, things become very difficult to deal with, and it doesn't really makes too much sense. So I'll try to add as little as possible. That's like my philosophy lately with environments. Let's see how much can we do with the least amount of props. Also, you want to take in consideration the scale of the foliage. You don't want to mix too many scales. You can also modify that by changing the static mesh or the foliage tools, the foliage settings. But we have 1, 2, 3. Wait, I'm missing one. This is the one. Foliage. And there you go. Okay, now that we have that, I can delete those, which are static meshes. Nice. And now we can actually start adding some stuff. I'm just gonna paint the left side, which has already some details, and the right side I'm gonna leave for later, because I do need to duplicate a bunch of props and still figure out some of these cables and stuff. Foliage, I'm gonna select the ones that I added, and I'm going to go single instance, cycle through selected. So now we can simply select spots like this and start spawning those. Now the question is, if I want to spawn them on the wall, I need to select all the ones that I want to spawn in the wall, which are these ones that actually these mushrooms kind of grow in the wall, and I want to change the angle. So the angle needs to be 0 to 90 degrees, so it's gonna be able to spawn on the wall. And I don't want them to align to this wall. I want them to be always straight, so I'm gonna align to normal on check. So let's see. Why is it not painting? I have the static meshes on. Okay. Oh, okay. I have something else selected. That's why it's cycling through selected. I only want this. Okay, nice. That's how I want to paint them. You see? That's how they actually grow in nature. They grow horizontally on top of trunks. So I think this is gonna look very nice if I start painting them like that. Now we want some scale variation. Let's go from 0.5 to 1. So we have different scales. That's kind of cool. And I also want to paint them a little bit smaller, so let's go scale 0.25 to 0.5. Something like that. That's kind of cool. Now let's imagine where should they grow. Usually mushrooms, they like little spots like corners. And I think that not all of them are working very nicely, because some of them are intersecting too much. So to change that, I think I'm gonna just paint with these two ones that are the ones that actually are working pretty nicely. Yeah, those ones are working great. Okay, that looks kinda interesting. I like this. Let's try to get them in clusters. Okay, that's kind of cool. Now we're talking. That looks kind of interesting. Okay, I like this. So when you like what you're doing, you can select each individual one and just modify it and be like, yep, I like this one, but maybe a little bit lower, and I like this one but maybe a little bit smaller. I like this one but maybe a little bit out there, and maybe this one can go a little bit out and down, And wow, this looks very cool. It's been a long time since I don't do something like let's take the snapping off because this is nature. We want to have more control, artistic control. So try to do this with PCG. Impossible. This hand placement stuff, like, you know, this attention to detail, impossible. Yeah, you can make a super huge jungle and make it look cool and so on, and it's super amazing, but this control over things, no, you can only do it by hand. That's the thing. So PCG, absolutely amazing tool, but you need to combine it with manual placement, and that's how you get the best of both worlds. It's funny how like I move one and the other one's kind of like twitch. Whoop whoop whoop. I love the lacing foliage. This is my favorite thing in Unreal. Wow, these assets are outstanding. Like the quality of this. You see, like now we have some zigzag pattern, something like this. Tuk 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 tuk. Really like this. And also they have some logic. They actually are connected to the wall through some kind of way. Nice. I like this. That's very cool. Maybe I did place them too too symmetrical. The spacing between them, I think, must be a little less. Maybe a little bit more. That's cool. Not gonna think too much about it, because then it starts looking wrong. You kind of need to have this kind of free. Wow, that looks cool. That looks cool. Damn. It's like, what? Oops. Whoop, 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 whoop. Wow. The quality of these assets. Damn. That's some serious stuff right there. I'm getting some cooling, but we're gonna make them nanite, and I think it's gonna take that issue away.
Looks cool.
I appreciate it. Shrooms, static mesh. Actually, let's make it all nanite. All this foliage. There's no problem with that. If it gives some artifacts, I will change it back. Oh, they're nanite already. Oh, okay. Oh. So it's with the foliage tools, foliage options. We have some settings to change so they don't disappear like that. I think it's the shadows that are not being casted. Anyways, we can check all those optimization things later. Wow, I like this. That's pretty cool. So let's try some of the other ones. What if we paint these two ones? These look very strange. Paint single cycle through selected. Okay, this is too big. Again, let's change them a little. I want them to be 0.25 to 0.5. Something super small. And I want this to be... maybe we can go bigger. 0.4 to 0.7. Let's see if we can place them a little closer. The issue is that they move a little bit too much. Maybe I can change how much they move with the world position offset. Actually, I don't like this one. It has a very repetitive shape. I like these ones better. And let's make them smaller. Yeah, something like that. I like this. Something like this. There you go. Something like that. Just two of them there. I want to find spots like this little corner. Something like that. Can we rotate them a little bit? C offset. Align max angle. Random pitch angle, random ground angle, height. Oh, there you go. Cold distance. Cast shadow. Random pitch angle. I think that's for rotation. So yes, they're gonna rotate. If you place them on top of each other, you can create variations. Something like this. Don't want to add too much, because now it starts looking repetitive. Okay, that's now it starts looking a little bit too like fantasy, like kind of like, you know, not what I'm going for. So we need to change the color so it's not so magical and bright. We need to make it more greenish, mossy, because it stands out quite too much. That's something that I've been learning lately, like to try to find. Wait, what happened to my foliage? Are you serious? What happened to my foliage? Okay, I'm getting... What happened? Is it unloaded or... Let's see. Okay, it's unloaded. Okay, this world partition stuff, it's like, where is my work? It disappeared in front of me. Don't worry, you just need to go to world partition, unload everything, and there you go. It appears. Yeah, that world partition, I remember the first time I used world partition, I used to place walls in the same place over and over, and then I realized I had like 2 or 3 walls placed in the same place, and I'm like, what happened? And it's because I just, you know, they didn't get loaded. that's funny. Oh, 10:30. Oh no. It's time to go to bed. Yeah, I love this one. I have some armor, some very cool tribal armor for these bugs. I'm gonna make a texture variation so we can have like, oh, you see that camera going through the walls and stuff? That's something I need to change. And also the enemies not ragdolling. I need them to like fall down and like and actually disappear after I kill them, not stay there like 3 seconds. I'm gonna fix that these days. I asked the developer of the template to help me out with that, because I couldn't find where the destroy actor thing was, because this template is pretty complex actually, the way that it's set up. Okay, yeah, these robots are pretty hardcore, but yeah, this is the idea. I like this. Maybe it's too symmetrical now that I look at it. It needs to be more chaotic. Also with scale, some bigger, some smaller. But that's the idea. I'm not gonna touch it too much. I like these ones here. This little corner is giving me like a good idea of what I'm going to be making. These are very cool. These work lights, we can modify them a little bit. They look a little bit out of place. What else? Alright, well, I'm getting a little sleepy. Well, not sleepy, but I'm feeling a little tired. I think it's probably best for me to give it a last try and see if we can defeat these these enemies, and then I'm probably going to bed. Also, the physical materials, I am gonna do that next. I want to give physical materials to the concrete and the metal, so when the bullets hit that material, it reflects. Damn, this AI is intense. Okay. And they're so thin, it's kind of hard to hit them. Okay, I got one. Oh. Okay. We're gonna respawn. I drop all the items when I die, so that's not so cool. Probably gonna change that. And it's a little... Yeah, these robots are a little bit too dark and the environment's too dark. That's also something to take in consideration. You need to be able to see. Probably just easier to hit them like this. Do we have more? Okay, we have these two. And I need to figure out why they walk to the corner and stay like that. That's very strange. Maybe they need like patrol points so they don't get stuck like that. They don't really get stuck, but their behavior is very strange. Sometimes they walk around. I mean, they don't walk around until they notice me, but sometimes they just... all of them get together in the corner like this. Super strange. And it's like random, like sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Definitely need to... Okay, this aim, like I cannot even see what's behind this glass. I wanna model some very like sci-fi armor and weapons and stuff. That's gonna come a little later. So yeah, sewer system, then swamp environment, and that's it. And then I'm just gonna work on the enemies. And I wanna make the environment as immersive as possible, adding like steam, sounds, little creatures walking around, stuff like that. Really wanna make this environment feel like as game ready as possible. Which is kind of super interesting because I've never done that. Like I always worked on like a pretty picture and stuff, but not on something like functional. Like for example, the water splashing, the sounds of the water splashing make the water toxic, so it actually hurts the player. For example, if I go down here and I put the camera down, I want to see the post-process effect underneath the water, so it looks like I'm underwater. That will be super cool. Yeah. Make the footsteps sound different from the metal and the concrete and all that good stuff. Make the light flicker, get some sparks, ventilators rotating. Yeah, you just the little details that really make it feel like it's actually finished, you know. We need some handrails, maybe on these little bridges. That'll be fun. Just more detail. Is it? Where's the cable I placed? Is there? Whoa! I cannot even see it. It's too dark. I need to add probably some light in there, because that cable I placed is totally invisible. Yeah, these mushrooms, I need to make them a little bit greener. This is too much contrast. Definitely don't want them to like that. They, for example, these orange ones, I don't know, I kind of like them, but these ones, I think a more green color will look amazing. Maybe the same color, just make them a little bit more desaturated, because they're very kind of like, and also the green background and the mushrooms, the purple reddish, kind of like sticks out too much. These pipes, definitely need to modify them, and I want to add some kind of like green stuff growing on them. So much intersection with this armor, but yeah, definitely want to make some cool armor for this character. Not sure, maybe I can I don't really want to use meta-humans. I just don't want to use meta-humans. They're very heavy. And then you get into like realism and things don't look right, and no, I want to stay away from meta-humans. And also I don't really want to get another skeleton. I kind of like the Manny, but I need to make it look nice, so I need to think about what I'm going to do. All right, well, we got some progress. Yeah, this place looks super dark.
I wish they had Chibi Manny.
Chibi Manny. Yeah, that's so cool. Like, that's something very cool about meta-humans. You can make them You can make them have different shapes. I love this contrast. Like you come out and it's like super bright, like you're in middle of the desert. I definitely want to get some effects like sand storms and like sand moving and stuff. But then you go into the sewers and everything becomes super dark and mossy and stuff like this. And then you come out into the swamp environment. I really like swamps. I don't know. Like I made a couple of swamps before, but I want to make something playable, something that I can explore and move around and immersive. It's kind of cool. Like I'm actually, it's kind of cool. Like every time I do this, it's becoming a little bit easier and easier and faster. I really feel the improvement. It's kind of nice. There's so much to learn, but oops. It's very interesting, like the modeling tools and the modeling tools and modularity and reusing different assets and changing them and making things match a little better. And I don't know, it has to do like with the workflow, the pipeline, just the way of thinking, and a lot of about like design principles. It's kind of cool. Like I'm actually feel like I'm starting to use all this knowledge that I got from university, but you don't get to actually take advantage of it until you practice and you start like realizing how things work. Pretty cool, pretty happy. Nice, and it's becoming every time easier and faster. Very nice. Who knows what's coming. These lights are already flickering because of the emissive material, and probably the mega lights also causes some glitches. Yeah, I think I want to have different creatures for this swamp. I want to have creatures that, like not zombies, but like bug creatures that will run after you, and you need to keep them away. I think that will be fun to just run away and shoot them and run away. Maybe they can like spit some acid, so you need to like cover and stuff. That's also something I really wanna learn, how to make cool enemies and all the functionality behind it. Nice. Well,
wall crawlers would be cool.
Oh yeah, that would be super amazing. I think I think this template has a lot of stuff. Like I think we have patrol points, so I can add one patrol point from the ground to the from the ground to the second floor, and once the NPC hits a trigger box, it can just trigger and like climbing wall animation, and then it can continue through the nav mesh, something like that. Probably it's way more tricky, way more complicated than that, but definitely absolutely possible. All right, I think I'm gonna leave it here because then I'll keep on talking, and I'm gonna just take a little screenshot. Make sure that the screenshot came out good, because sometimes the screenshot gets messed up. Okay, I think that's nice. Yeah, the game runs way better on my 1080 monitor. Like, good idea. Like streaming in 4K in a 4K monitor, even though I'm like pushing the video to 180, it just doesn't make sense for Unreal to run at 4K. Native 4K doesn't make sense. I mean, 1080.
Thanks for sharing again.
1080 is good enough. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. I appreciate you hanging out, audio, and take care, everybody. All right, good night.